clay's flying, engines rolling full. Side by side, leading into the fight, chasing that checkered flag at night. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. Got mud in the gears, fuel in the veins, working all week just to feel this strain. On the edge, we don't play it safe. Running that wall, we're hitting the brakes. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, bringing trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back. In the pits, we're family bound by grease and grit, building dreams from the ground. There's no quit. We live for the thrill. Speed's our desire. When we hit the track, we're playing with fire. We're burning up dirt, kicking up dust. Ain't nothing like racing with the rest of us. British steel, we're tough as nails. One lap closer, breaking trails from green to checkered, all out attack. We're born for the dirt, ain't looking back.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Week number 6 for the ARCA Clay Clash. Last season champion, the number 84, Landon Moody, has a little competition as Timothy is at the top of the chart. Should be a wild one here tonight. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and follow button. What's up, Smiles? I see you out there. First, rooting for Moody as we get ready here tonight. We got a good field of cars. Looks like we got at least 22 people up in here. My favorite race of the week right now with the ARCA Clay Clash. Smiles out there says, I love Moody. Oh, you got a secret admirer's here. Oh, Jacobs. Gonna swipe out the field right there. How's everybody doing here tonight? Getting ready for 50 laps for tonight's main event. And I gotta figure out why the hell my ticker is not working. Let's see if I can figure it out. I got no ticker. Let's see what is going on here. We're going to go ahead and try and do the local one. So you can get the local one to work. All right. we might be going no ticker tonight, guys. If I can't get this thing to go ahead and boot up, we're going to go ahead and refresh it. That is unfortunate. Oh, what is wrong with my ticker? What's up, Wallace? AKA the human cheat code. Well, you know, somebody's got to cheat. Apparently, it's Landon Moody. Well, it is not looking like I'm going to have a ticker here tonight. Not really sure what is going on, as it is not showing up. Let's go ahead and check the other overlay, see if that makes a difference. Nope. All right. Ticker is not ticking. STK might be standing for STD tonight because that shit is AIDS. All right, let's go ahead and check the STK Discord server as these guys are out there doing some lap times. I'm definitely going to have to do it old school if we don't have a ticker here tonight, so it should be interesting. I do have the times and all that good stuff, so I can still give you good information. I'm just going to have to let you guys know what lap we're on, and I'm just going to have to give you a little bit more information than usual, which is perfectly fine. I think last time I did this, I didn't even have a ticker. I had to do all the cars by remembering their name. I can't even find the SDK server. Where is it? There it is. Let's see if they are having an issue. Known issues. Do we have? I guess nobody's saying anything about it. Not sure what's going on with the ticker, so I don't see anything in here, maybe in the community. This is unfortunate. All right, looks like we are going to have to go ahead and, oh, look at that. It's going to pop up now. We might be good now. I might have been on a replay. That might have been completely my fault. Okay. All right, who's going to be the first one to jump out on the track? Looks like Timothy Mesmer, one of the fast ones in practice. I think he got the quick time. Yeah, we don't need his ticker, but it is back. It is back. So we got the ticker as Timothy Mesmer going to be out on the track on his controller. If you guys didn't know, he is on a controller here tonight as he goes to start his first lap, or completes his first lap. What is that lap time going to be? Cameron Jacobs going to go with a 14.640. I guess that was not Timothy's first lap. We're going to go ahead and change it over to best time as Alex Smith. Jalen Mills with a 14.190. Timothy Mesmer going to be second quick with a 14.255. These guys get 5 laps. Or 3 laps, sorry, 3 laps. You guys do have 3 laps if you did not know. Timothy going to go to the top of the charts with a 14.128 with the quick time. That is going to set a bar for Landon Moody as Moody pulls out on the track. Looking for that quick time here tonight. Yeah, I figured it out. Well, I have everything shrunk because I can't read, well, bigger because I can't read it on OBS if I don't do it, so. All right, so Landon Moody out on the track looking to put the quick time down as he comes out of turn number 4 across the line. I believe that is going to be his first lap with a 14.210. Remington James going third quick with a 14.183. Moody going to see if he can pick up the pace here on lap number 2 as he comes across the line. And he is a tick slower with a 2.68. So Moody struggled with qualifying last week. He is struggling again as he comes across the line. Is he able to pick up the pace? And there he goes, third quick with a 14.167 for Landon Moody. Got Todd Hobson going out on the track in the number 19 machine. Remington James is going out for another quick one. Oh, I think he just blew it. I don't think it worked for him. So Remington is going to go ahead and pull off as Landon Moody out there getting a little bit of extra credit. Let's see. Jalen Mills, third quick. Kyle Todd's fifth quick. Good run for him. Drew Dawson is sixth quick. Gary Edwards, seventh. Logan Anderson and Andrew registered ninth. Braden Wares in 10th. That's going to be our top 10 as we look for heat race number 1. We're going to take 16 cars into tonight's feature. That means we're going to take 6 cars. YouTube is behind. I think they're all probably a little bit behind. It doesn't make a difference, Smiles. Thank you guys for the likes. Appreciate those likes out there as that is going to be the end of qualifying. We're going to get ready for heat race number 1. I got to do a little driver's meeting for these guys. For the ones that have not been here. All right, guys, we're going to do a quick little driver's meeting here. If you have not been here, all starts will be on leader anywhere in the middle of 3 and 4 on out. You can give the pace car a little bit of room. I do ask that you don't slow way down. Keep the pace speed up. Get that space early if you can do it, and then maintain speed through 3 and 4 till when you go. Kenny, you're freaking... Hold on, let me mute TikTok real quick so I can tell you what I think about you, Kenny. You're a fucking retard, Kenny. All right. These guys going to pull out on the track. All right, so we're going to start on green. Biggest thing here is chat. If you have a problem with somebody, you're more than welcome to go ahead and go, Kenny. Yeah, right after I say that. If you have a problem with somebody, you can go ahead and mic up, say what you got to say. I don't care if you want to tell them they're a fucking moron, whatever, but leave it at one and done. If you do keep it going, that is the quickest way to get pushed out of the server. We do this every Wednesday. It is live on MDiTV now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. Make sure you guys go like, share, and follow the stream. Obviously, no straight line, and have some fun here tonight. And I will see you guys in a bit. All right, we are going to look for the green flag here as they come out of turn number 4. I am not going to go through the driving lineup. I did unmute I did unmute TikTok. I had to make sure. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head down into turn at number 1 and 2. Going to be Timothy leading the way. Jalen Mills in second. We got to watch Jalen Mills in that 20. He's got some speed. He's going for the slide in turn number 3 and 4. Also, there are no cautions in the heats. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Top 6 going to transfer through right now. Anthony in that final transfer spot as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. I'm just picking on him for what he said. That's all. It is fun, Keith. It is fun. As they come out of turn number 2, Timothy going to lead the way down the back straightaway. Jalen Mills in that number 2 spot. Here comes Kyle Todd in the 24. He's going to get up underneath Mills. Can't get the run. They're going to keep it straight down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. 3 laps complete. Lap traffic up ahead. Looks like Ross had some issues on the start. Leaders coming around possibly to lap him here in heat race number 1 as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Timothy going to continue to lead the way. Jalen in second. Kyle Todd in third. Register in fourth. Edwards in fifth. Anthony in that sixth and final transfer spot. Chris Sleep is out. Shane Haas is out. Todd Hobson is out. As Timothy now starting to close in on the lap traffic. I thought we had an issue, but I think it was just a glitch. As Timothy continues to lead up underneath the lap cars. They come out of turn number 4. It is going to be 6 laps complete. 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Timothy putting the pressure on that lap car. Ross trying to stay on the lead lap. Does look like Anthony might have either blinked out or had an issue as they come out of turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 more lap for Timothy. Battle for second definitely starting to brew as Kyle Todd gives the pressure to Jalen. Jalen's going to pull away from him. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Give the win to Timothy Mesmer. Jalen Mills in second. Kyle Todd, Andrew Register, Gary Edwards, and Anthony transferring their way. Oh, will Anthony transfer through? That is a question. He blinked right at the line. That is usually not good. It does look like it put him 6th. All right, so he is good as they come across the line, and we are going to get ready for heat race number 2. He said he had to ask, is what he said. Oh, he asked if me and Landon were dating because I was talking about him. Not because Landon was the champion the last 2 seasons in a row. Not because Landon was gone for a couple weeks and has sucked at qualifying since he's been back. All right, we are going to go ahead and get ready for heat race number 2 as they get lined up. It looks like it is going to be Remington James starting on the pole here tonight in that number 7 machine. Outside of him, in the number 84, it's going to be Landon Moody. Starting inside, row number 2 in the number 13 machine is going to be Drew Dawson. Outside of him, in the number 93, it's going to be Logan Anderson. Starting inside, row number 3 in the 07 machine, it's going to be Braden Wares. Outside of him, in the number 54, it's going to be Kenny R. Storkson. You can guess what the R stands for. Starting inside, row number 4 in the number 55 machine is going to be Cameron Jacobs. Outside of him in the 08, it is going to be David Mayo. Starting inside, row number 5 in the number 16 machine, it's going to be Austin Smith. Outside of him in the number 66, it's going to be Bill Sleep. Then rounding out the field here tonight in that number 11 spot, it's going to be the 726 of Michael Cole as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. Not really sure what happened there. We need to go back and take a look at that. Oh, there was contact. There was contact. I'm not gonna penalize him for that. As we move back up to the front. Oh, we got a big wreck. Bill Sleep involved. Remington is around. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Remington James there. As Landon Moody is gonna. Oh, they just kissed each other. Oh, that is unfortunate. Those guys are going to look for the LCQ as Drew Dawson leads the way. Contact between Moody and Anderson. Oh, that's going to frustrate Moody there as they are side by side through turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. Anderson going to clear him down the front straightaway. What's up, Dixie Angel? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Shannon? Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be Drew Dawson leading the way. Landon Moody in second. Anderson in third. Kenny Storkson in the number 4 spot. David Mayo is in right now in 5th. Oh, he's in the number 6. My bad. I thought he was in the 08. And Austin Smith in that number 16, currently in. He's got Braden Wares all over him. Braden looking for a transfer spot. He's going to toss it in up the track. Crossover by Smith as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Smith down low. Braden Wares up high as they come out of turn number 2. Yes, it is, Breezy. Breeziest Beast. What's up, Demon? Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Braden Wares has raced his way in. No nose on that thing as Drew Dawson leads the way. Landon Moody in second. Anderson in third. Almost loops it out of turn number 4 as they get the white flag. 1 lap to go as Moody's going to smack the wall out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Dawson leads him into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to get sideways. Big bobble out of Dawson. Moody closes the gap. Not able to get there. It's going to be Dawson, Moody, Anderson, Storkson, Ware, Mayo, and are going in. Austin Smith, James, Sleep, Jacobs, and Cole going to the Conzi. My bad. You just slept 4 hours? Why did you sleep 4 hours? All right. He'll get it. He struggled. Remember, it took him a little bit to get into it over at Knoxville, too. Kenny always puts the fender to somebody. Are we surprised? Top 4 transfer through, guys. 10 laps here. Top 4 transfer. No caution flags. Have some fun. All right, the LCQ last chance qualifier, the B main. Who is going to transfer through starting on the pole here tonight? In the number 22, it's going to be Jared Lamba. Outside of him, in that number 16 machine, it's going to be Austin Smith. Starting in that number 3 spot on the inside of row number 2, it's going to be the 23 of Shane Haas. Inside of him, in the number 7 machine, it's going to be Remington James. Starting inside row number 3, in the number 19 machine, it's going to be Todd Hobson. Outside of him, in the number 66, it's going to be Bill Sleep. Starting inside row number 4, in the number 4 car, it's going to be Chris Sleep. Outside of him in the 55, it's going to be Cameron Jacobs. Then rounding out the field here tonight in that number 41 machine, it is going to be Ross, and he has got a little bit of work to do to transfer through as they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for that green flag. Yeah, I get it. You got a lot of cold there for Texas. Moody is in South Carolina, and I think they're calling for a ton of snow. Or a little bit of snow anyway. A ton of snow is an inch or two, but for them. As they are side by side up at the front, Remington James looking for redemption as him and Shane Haas get together out of turn number 2. Oh, Remington is having a tough time here. Shane Haas able to hold on to it. He's going to fall back to that number 4 spot as it looks like Ross is going to roll the bottom. Absolutely rolling the bottom. Got himself into a transfer, but now it is Cameron Jacobs as he slides Shane Haas. Oh, Bill Sleep gets in the back of Shane. Oh, no, poor Shane as they come out of turn number 4. They can keep all the snow. What's up, the GOAT? What's up, KJ? Look, the small tracks actually race the best. It'll get good in the feature here as Remington James going to continue to lead. Jared in second, Austin in third. Cameron Jacobs looking to transfer his way in again. He is currently in that number 4 spot as we got issues up here as second place is really fighting hard as Austin Smith is stuck up in the wall in that number 16. The 22 of Jared going to keep that number 2 spot. The 16 of Austin Smith going to try to close the gap into turn number 1 and 2. We got a battle here for second. These guys are in. How hard are they willing to fight it out as they come into turn number 3 and 4? They're going to get 4 laps to go. I'll tell you what, they keep racing like this. Chris Sleep might be able to race his way in. It is Concy. Remington going to make another pass on a lap car as we have Jared and Austin still trying to duke it out for that number 2 spot. Austin almost loses it. Cameron Jacobs just trying to be smart in that number 55 and race his way in. I appreciate it, Shane. What's a Concy? LCQ, so you get the 2 heats, and then it's a last chance qualifier. Is what it is, official. Remington continues to lead as he heads through turn number 3 and 4. He's going to get the one to go this time by one more lap for Remington James. Jared in that number 2 spot. Look at Cameron Jacobs. He's going to grab a spot and slide his way into third as the white flag is out. One more lap to go. I'll tell you, Austin has to be careful here. A little bit of a mix-up will get Bill Sleep into it as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Austin going to grab the wall. Out of turn number 4, it's going to be Remington James with the win. Jared in second. Cameron Jacobs in third. Austin Smith in that number 4 spot. All transferring through. Sleep, Hobson, Weiss, Haas, and Cole all going home. All right, let's see if I can get a little groove here because I definitely was laughing too much at Kenny before this one and it screwed me up. It's all Kenny's fault. All right, let's get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Remember, start is on leader. You don't have a fast repair, so take care of those cars. Starting on the pole here tonight in the number 30 machine, it is going to be Timothy Mesmer. Outside of him in the number 13, it's going to be Drew Dawson. Starting inside row number 2 in the number 20 machine, it's going to be Jalen Mills. Outside of him in the number 84, it's going to be Landon Moody. Starting inside row number 3 in the number 24 machine, it's going to be Kyle Todd. Outside of him in the number 93, it's going to be Logan Anderson. Starting inside row number 4 in the number 52 machine, it's going to be Andrew Crash Register. Outside of him in the number 54, it's going to be Kenny Storkson. Starting inside row number 5 in the number 21 machine, it's going to be Gary Edwards. Outside of him in the 07, it's going to be Brayton Wares. Starting inside row number 6 in the number 11 machine, it's going to be Anthony. Outside of him in the number 6, it's going to be David Mayo. And rounding out the rest of the field in 13th, it's Remington James. 14th, Jared in 15th, Cameron Jacobs, and 16th, Austin Smith as the green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. A little bit of chaos out of turn number 2. Moody in the middle of a sandwich. They're 4 wide. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, no. Anderson going to grab the wall in number 93. He's going to keep it straight for now. No caution flag. So big trouble on lap number 1. Is Timothy going to try to pull away? Jalen Mills in second. Kyle Todd in third. Register in fourth. Landon Moody in fifth. So Moody going to jump up to the high side. This is iRacing, by the way, as they head into turn number... Yeah, I got to blame somebody else. As they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, into turn number 3 and 4. Out front, Timothy going to continue to lead the way as the caution flag comes out for the first time here tonight. Oh, Anderson was trying to hit pit road. I think he had a broken right front. He definitely... He's definitely... Oh, that is unfortunate. Let's see if he can get that thing fixed, but that is unfortunate. We're going to go back and take a look at the start here. That's really where all this happened. Yeah, I'm surprised I hasn't booted him. I got that on. All right, let's see. Oh, Moody and the 13 got together. That's kind of what stacked it up. And the 93 going to get the worst of that one. And definitely breaking a right front there. That is what caused that one. As we go back here, they're going green flag this time by. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag. It is going to be Timothy up front in that number 30. Green flag is out. It is so easy to get these things, have these things straight as they head into turn number 1 and 2. A little bit contact there as Kyle Todd going to go the wrong way in a hurry. We got a battle for the lead as Jalen Mills holding strong on the outside as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. It looks like, okay, it is fixing it as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes a big run for Jalen Mills down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Caution flag comes out. Oh, he got loose. Oh, he got loose. Little incidental contact as Kenny Storkson going to get the worst of that one. It is not World Outlaws. Look, tell him it's row racing. All right, we are going to get him back stacked up again as we get another quick caution here as Kyle Todd gets a little sideways there, collecting Kenny Storkson, as it looks like Anthony is down on pit road. He was having some major internet issues. Appreciate it. As they are going to get that one to go down the front straightaway, it is going to be Timothy Mesmer and Jalen Mills on that front row. I'll tell you what, Jalen is ripping that outside. This is going to be interesting to see what happens as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, 3 wide in the rear. All right, guys, you need to get caught up there. Come on. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Timothy on the inside. Here comes Jalen Mills. Mills almost over rotates out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Mills gave it all throttle out of turn number 2. Almost cost him. Ended up with a big run. He's going to keep it side by side as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Big troubles at the back of the pack. Oh, Jacobs is just going to lose it. Oh, no. Just lost it. Trying to give it a little too much. As we get the caution flag here once again. These guys got to catch the field. All right, guys, don't fuck around. Get caught up so that you guys can go double file. That last restart was stupid. All right, we're going to get these guys caught back up as they come out of turn number 4 down into 1 and 2. Are we going green flag? We are still under caution as they head into turn at number 3 and 4, looking for that one to go this time by. Can we get some green flag laps? Kenny, get caught up or I'm going to boo you. Down into turn at number 3 and 4. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Down in 1 and 2. Andrew has a big moment there, able to hold on to it as him and Moody try to stay out of each other. They're able to do it as they come out of turn number 2. We got one around. Kenny going to go around. No caution flag as they head down into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Jalen looking for the lead. He's going to slide Timothy in 1 and 2. Cut down by Timothy. Timothy out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He's going to take that lead looking for turn number 3 and 4. He's going to retain the lead this time by, but watch that number 20. And don't count out the 13 behind him. Drew Dawson has definitely been consistently quick week in and week out in that number 13 machine. Look for him to have a big day. And the caution flag comes out once again. Full tilt. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right. Oh, Mayo just made a big mistake there. Clobbers the wall. Oh, my God. All right. Let's go look at Jacobs right there. Look how close this was. I think he might have got him. Did he get him? Oh, he did get a piece of... Oh, that probably broke his right front. That is unfortunate. It was so close. Almost made it as these guys are pacing once again. The field is definitely starting to thin itself out a little bit as Register had an issue there. What happened to Register? Oh, he's in the middle of 3 wide. Braden's going to grab the wall and oh, he gets caught. Oh, they were 3 wide. That is unfortunate. It'll get good. We do. It's a weekly thing we do. It's an open hosted for now. No. As they come out of turn number 4, looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Timothy going to try to slide up as they are almost 4 wide behind him. Braden Wares has moved his way up into the number 3 spot. Oh, he gets hit from behind from Dawson. Dawson straights him back out, but they lose a ton of spots back in the field. Oh, big battle for the lead as here comes Remington James in that number 7 machine. He wants a piece of the action as they come out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Down into 3 and 4, 3 wide for the lead out of turn number 4. Remington James making a comeback down on the bottom side, trying to roll that bottom. He's up 10 spots up to the number 3 position. Big pressure on Jalen Mills. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 13 complete this time by 13 complete as they come across the line. Top 3 nose to tail. Moody is a little bit further back. And how about Kyle Todd? He's having a great run here tonight. And, Braden, if he hadn't had that contact with the 13 of Drew Dawson, he would have been up there too. He was quick. And he's still quick as it looks like he might be closing the gap on the 5 in front of him as we got contact in the wall. Remington hard in the wall. He's gonna get it out of the wall, down the back straightaway, able to pick up that pace once again, but big damage on the wall that time by. Down into turn number 1 and 2, going to be Timothy continuing to lead the way. Jalen Mills in second. Let's watch Moody and Kyle Todd. Kyle Todd looking to outside as Moody was looking for the bottom lane. Can Moody get the bottom side to come in as it looks like Storkson going to have issues? He is stuck down in the wall. Caution flag is going to come out as they come out of turn number 4. What happened to Storkson here? I think he's just going to lose it. Oh, he lost it. Oh, that is unfortunate. And then got stuck in the wall. He was trying to get it out there. Okay. This is the only, we do the ARCA car only on dirt. It's called the ARCA Clay Clash. All right. So caution flag came out here once again, and we got a few laps in that time. It is starting to look to get like it's getting a little bit better up at the front. Storkson had a meatball, did not realize that. As these guys are looking for the green flag this time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Timothy and Jalen on that front row. How about the ride out of that number 20 here tonight? He's been real fast in that number 20 machine. Could he steal a victory away from Timothy? And Remington James up 10 spots up into the number 3 spot. Don't count him out. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. I'll tell you what, that top 6, maybe 7 or 8 are really good right now as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Mills. Mills with the slide. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Looking for turn number 1 and 2. Timothy going to take the lead. Oh, Moody took it 3 wide. He was able to grab the spot, but Remington gives him a tap as they head through 3 and 4. Remington not wanting to give it up. He's going to park it on the nose as they're 3 wide behind him into turn number 1 and 2 as we got a battle for the lead. Mills trying to work Timothy as they come out of turn number 2. Oh, Braden Wares hard into the inside wall. He got clipped. He is able to keep it straight. No caution flag. Oh, that has got to be frustrating for the 07. He's done a phenomenal job here tonight as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Battle's going to be for second as it looks like Timothy's starting to pull away as Remington's going to knock down the wall out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Moody parks it on the nose of the number 7 machine of Remington James. James going to go back down to the bottom. This is getting crazy tonight. No brakes. Moody going to slide up in front of Jalen. Jalen going to cut back down. Moody does not want to let Timothy win. He will not hear the end of that one as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 23 laps complete as they come across the line. 23 laps complete. Mills going to knock down the wall. Big run out of turn number 4. Gets in the back of Moody. Moody going to keep the spot as they come down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. What's up, Dixie Angel? As they come out of turn number 4. Moody back up into that number 2 spot. Timothy is dry. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck as the caution flag is definitely going to come out for this one. Big contact between Drew and Remington. Let's see what happens here. I think Remington's going to absolutely murder. Oh, they just hooked together. Oh. Caution flag comes out. That is unfortunate for those two. They're going to be going to the back and trying to work their way up. Was fun. It was unfortunate. You were quick in the heat race. Your heat race looked fun for you. All right, so we are pacing here once again here tonight. We are at about the halfway point. I know the ticker's wrong. Let's see. It is going to be the halfway point when they take the green flag. It'll be 25 laps to go. As we get one to go, we're going to go ahead and re-rack them, restack them. Looking for the green flag this time by. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4 as Moody tried to lead Timothy a little bit there. Timothy not letting it happen as they're almost 4 wide back there in the back. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Let's make sure nobody's got a black flag. Everybody's good. As they come out of turn number 4, Timothy going to continue to lead as Jalen has slidden back into that number 2 spot. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Timothy going to continue to lead as we get a caution flag once again. What happened back here? Oh, 22 just kind of lost it there in the thick of things. It's been getting wild. It's been wild all night. All right, so we're going to look for another green flag. Let's see if we get that one to go this time by. As they come across the line, let's see. Jalen has got some speed in that number 20. Let's see if he's able to do anything with it here. Can he stay with Timothy this time and give him a little bit of competition? That is exactly what Landon Moody needs at this point. All right, we got them side by side into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head in 1 and 2. Here comes Jalen down low up underneath Timothy. This is what Moody needs to keep him in it. He needs those guys to be racing and the field to thin out. He's been getting caught up in the craziness behind him as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Timothy going to keep the lead as they come across the line into 1 and 2. Jalen going to try to work the bottom side in that number 20 machine as they come out of turn number 2. Timothy going to rip the top. Top side is definitely it right now as they head through 3 and 4. Timothy going to bang the wall out of turn 4 across the line. 29 laps complete. Down into turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Jalen going to get back in line as Kyle Todd has jumped into that number 3 spot. Moody trying to roll the bottom. Definitely struggling a little bit here tonight to get in the rhythm as Braden Wares has made it back up into the top 5 in that 07. His register parks it on the nose of about 3 cars out of turn number 2. It is chaotic back here. This is absolutely nuts. Let's see if we can get a nice chopper view of this battle. These guys are 2 and 3 wide. Bobble in 4 position. Register going to bang the wall. Oh, my God. They are trying to wreck about as much as you can. They were 4 wide for a second as they head through turn at number 3 and 4. This battle is absolutely epic as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Let's move back up to the front. These guys are all single file up here. Jalen trying to work that bottom side. Can't quite get up underneath Timothy as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Looks like Moody has gone up to the top side. But Jalen doing a really good job down on the bottom. Trying to stay with Timothy. Trying to find something different. Tire wear is a thing on these cars as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. We are 34 laps into this one. 16 laps to go. Braden Ware's having a great run here tonight. He's had some bad luck, but he's had to race his way back up through, but ends up in the top 5 every time. He was sitting 3rd earlier. He's looking to get himself back up into it as they come down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. STK is what I use. STK Gaming. Sam David. Trying to think of Kangaroo. Sam David Kangaroo Gaming. SDK. Back up to the front. It is going to be Timothy Mesmer leading the way. Mills in second. Moody in third as Kyle Todd sits in that number 4 spot. Moody has moved down to the bottom as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to try to get up underneath Mills as we got lap traffic up ahead. That could play a factor here tonight as they come through turn number 3 and 4. It is on PC only, JoJo. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, working their way around the lap traffic. Smith going to give these guys plenty of room as Moody seems to be finding a little speed out of turn number 4. It is going to be 11 laps to go. He's going to have to find it soon as Jalen Mills now works that middle lane through the slick. Oh, sideways out of turn 2. That's going to cost him. Here comes Moody looking to the outside. Moody going to jump up on the boards as they come out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. He grabs the wall a little too much as Mills continues to roll that number 20 as the caution flag comes out. And it looks like crash register is caught up in this one. Let's see what happened here. Oh, he slid up into Gary. Oh, looks like it's going to be minimal damage for both those guys in the long run. We'll see if they get back out and move their way up through the field as we get a caution flag here. Inside 10 laps to go. It should be a single file restart. Austin's on pit road. But yeah, if he was out there, he could have gotten it. All right, we are going to re-rack him up once again. It is going to be a single file restart. I believe. I think we're a single file. Inside 10 to go, guys. Inside 10 to go. Looking for the green flag this time by as they come down the back straightaway. Going to be Timothy leading the way. Jalen Mills in second. Landon Moody in third. Kyle Todd and Braden Wares, your top 5. And look at that. Dawson has made his way back up into the number 6 spot. So is Remington James just behind him. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to go to work on Jalen Mills. Oh, Braden Ware's going to drive right up into Kyle Todd. They're going to make more contact out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Kyle Todd hunting that tail as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. More contact as Kyle going to tear down the wall. Down the front straightaway into 3 and 4. I think Kyle Todd is head hunting right now. Watch for the 07 to maybe get knocked out of this one here in a second as they come out of turn number 4. Let's move back up to the front. Battle for second as Landon Moody rolls the bottom through turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Moody's going to roll the bottom methodically as Remington James goes around. Caution flag comes out. Oh, no. Oh, that is unfortunate. All right, so we're going to get another restart here as they come down the back straightaway. It is getting crazy mid-pack, and there's definitely some beef starting to brew. As it looks like Timothy going to get ready for the green flag this time by as they get the 1 to go heading into turn number 1 and 2. This track is slicking right out. Look how slick this track is. Let's go jump in the in-car really quick. Timothy, there is not a whole lot of wet dirt left on the track, and that's what they are looking for right now. We're going to see where they run. This could get interesting at that, and looked like the bottom side was starting to come in as we get the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, it definitely looked like there was a stack up. There's a couple black flags. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Timothy is going to lead the way. Oh, he gave him the door. He gave him the door. Who was it? Oh, no. Braden Wares goes around. Caution flag comes out. Oh, they just made contact there. That wasn't even intentional. Oh, sucks. That is unfortunate for Braden Ware's. Just hard racing there as these guys try to get it figured out. It is slick, slick, slick out there. It is I-55. John, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right, so this is going to be an interesting finish. Braden Wares has had a up and down night tonight. He's honestly done a really good job. Definitely proud of his run here tonight. Hopefully he can get it back together next week and pick up a good finish. He was fast early on. So we'll see what happens as we should get the 1 to go this time by. As they come to the line, it is 1 to go. 1 to go if you're coming back out. You can speed, Braden. Looking for the green flag as they head out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. This is it. This is it. It is going to be Timothy leading the way. Battle's going to be for second as Moody is up underneath Jalen down into turn number 3 and 4. Moody wants to get an opportunity to get to the leader as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Can't seem to make it past Jalen. Jalen having a phenomenal run in that number 20 as they come out of turn number 2 down the front back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, should be 2 to go at the line. 2 laps to go as we got contact further back. Looks like Drew Dawson going to go around. No caution flag. Caution did come out as Drew Dawson gets set in the spin cycle. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh, he over throttled it and register had nowhere to go. That is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Yeah, Wednesdays we just do this. Tomorrow we got 2 races. We got we'll have mini stocks and I gotta go look and see what we're gonna do for the car at Adega. All right, so we are gonna get a green-white checker here. 2-lap shootout. Does anybody have anything for Timothy Mesmer? Jalen's been pretty good on restarts. If he can get a good start here, he might be able to get a jump on Timothy as they head into turn number 1 and 2. All right, guys, let's keep a steady pace here. Remember, the start is on leader. As they come down the back straightaway, we're going to single file all the way through turn number 3 and 4. Let's see what happens. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Moody gets a good jump to the bottom side of Jalen Mills as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Moody down to the bottom. It looks like it's going to be a battle for second as they get the white flag. This time by 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they head down into turn number 1 and 2. Can Moody find his way around Jalen? He's going to slide up. A little bit of contact. Jalen sideways out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Give it to Timothy Mesmer as Jalen gets into the back of Moody. Moody's going to steal second. Jalen Mills in third. Kyle Todd and Andrew Register, your top 5. So we might have a little bit of beef now. Jalen Mills and Moody getting a little bit of contact at the end there. And we are going to go through these results. We'll bring in the top 3. We'll find out if we have a little bit of beef. It is going to be Timothy Mesmer in that number 1 spot. Landon Moody in second. Going to be Jalen Mills in that number 3 position. Kyle Todd in 4th. Going to be Register in that number 5 position. Gary Edwards in 6th. Going to be Remington James in the number 7 spot. Drew Dawson in 8th. Jacob in a 9th. Going to be Brayton Wares in that number 10 position. David Mayo in 11th. Austin Smith in 12th. Going to be Kenny Storkson in the number 13 spot. Cameron Jacobs in 14th. Anthony 15th. And Logan Anderson in that number 16 spot. Whoa, he can't afford free head?
He's that bad off, buddy.
I had to say something.
No, I mean, should have happened. I was a little squirrely a couple times. But
Yeah, tonight was a tough night. I mean, I think overall, it was just a slick track. Everybody, we had a good group really in here, and it was just hard because there were little mistakes. I got to put it together, Logan.
I was good until I got fucking green cropped and got wheel damage there. But I mean, I was trying to keep it mostly together.
Logan, I'll get the points together for you guys. I got to put them together. I've been crazy busy.
I finished with my bumper on.
All right, we're going to go
Yeah,
ahead
I
and
mean,
pull in the top three. Let's go ahead and see. I am really curious what's going to happen here. These guys are.
52. I'll run you something there. Appreciate the host, James.
Appreciate you guys coming out. Is it safe to bring them up right now, Timothy? Is it safe to bring them in?
Sorry, I was muted. I had my headset muted and my mic muted. I don't know. They didn't say nothing when they got in there.
All right, I'll pull it. All right, wild one up. You know, I'd say up at the front, it was pretty freaking wild everywhere. Back there in the Hornets' Nest, I think we had a lot of good drivers, and this track was not easy tonight. Jalen, you were fast all night long. Ton of pressure on Timothy. Just didn't seem to have quite enough to make your way around, and little elbows up racing at the end there with Moody.
Yeah, there was about 3 restarts there where I just about cleared the car in front of me, Timothy, and as soon as I did, the yellow'd come out, and I didn't want to dirty dog him or anything like that. He was running smooth line, and it's just hard to pass a guy like that that's that consistent. And racing Moody, you know, you can't give him an inch because he'll capitalize on it every time. So every time he got near me or by me, I tried to make him earn it, and finally he got me at the end.
Yeah, it was pretty wild up at the front, though. A couple guys, you know, you had a couple guys up there. Braylon was up there. Remington made his way back up there. I mean, there was a lot of fast guys around you, but you and Timothy really the standout up at the front. This week, you definitely had a good opportunity to win, just not able to quite grab it, just out of grasp this week.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I could have dirty dogged somebody and maybe put myself in a position to win, but I don't know. I don't want it done to me, and so I'm not going to do it to them. We'll race again next week and see if we can get one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. It's good to see a couple guys that are really starting to get good, and we're molding a good field here. So why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to my girlfriend, Chloe. She won't watch me on YouTube, so I'm just going to shout her out anyway, though.
Damn her.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Good run here tonight. Appreciate you putting on a show for us.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. Landon Moody. Man, struggles in qualifying. You ended up making it to third. Man, this hasn't been easy since you got back. I mean, you got the win last week, but that wasn't easy either.
No, it was not. Tonight was tonight was rough. I ain't gonna lie. There was really no. You would think with being up front, you would have with having the track position, you would think you'd be safe up there, and just not. You weren't really safe anywhere. It was just an elbows out race. I mean, there was a lot of elbows out and a lot of rubbing, a lot of haymakers being thrown. But I mean, that's good short track racing, dirt racing. It's a little it's called a boring for a reason. So definitely tonight was tough for sure. The track was very tough too.
Yeah, Smiles wants to remind you that he is your biggest fan out there, rooting for you. You're his favorite driver over here on the channel. Out there rooting for you over on TikTok. Definitely you're starting to get a little bit of a fanfare out there, getting a few people out there rooting for you. But tonight, this track, it looked like there was just a lot of fast guys. There was a lot of fast lanes, and it was just mistakes trying to find that little bit extra. Might have been a lot of what tonight's problem was.
Yeah, that and consistency with this car is always key. And honestly, I gotta for whatever I gotta get my qualifying back going because like I didn't qualify good last week and I didn't qualify. Well, I mean, I fourth wasn't horrible, but still just not a typical qualifying night. But just track position is just everything in this series. It's still like that, and tonight was one of those tracks where you needed to be up front, and I definitely with Timmy being up front, I knew he was going to be tough to beat, especially with the clean air and the track position. So I, unless he made a big mistake, he wasn't going to lose this race. That's for sure.
Well, great run here tonight. You still able to capitalize with a second. Good race with you and Jalen at the end there. Why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I want to thank you for putting on this deal every week. It's been pretty good. Feels good to be back. First and a second, and 2 weeks back. Guess it's not horrible completely. All the guys at 3D Racing, good job to Tim on the win. Been pretty good week so far racing with. Seems like me and Timothy been right there with each other the whole week, just about racing wise. Got 1-2 Monday night and got 1-2 again tonight, so that's awesome to see. Justin Norris Sim Sports, Precision 3D Prints and Designs. All the friends and family watching, everybody who came out tonight. Want to give a shout out to Andrew Register. He actually
Top
finished the
five.
race.
Top
He
five.
got top five. Yeah, top five, and he brought it home in one piece. So good job, those guys, and all the friends and family watching.
For sure. Appreciate you. And I got to ask you, what's a Justin Norwood Sim Sports? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I have to look it up.
We need to get Justin in these somehow because I think he'd have a blast.
I know he would run them. He's run the trucks on dirt before.
Yeah.
I know he would run these.
Well, I mean, you kind of wish he doesn't because he'd probably beat you, but.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I mean,
you did get beat by a controller tonight.
Well, I mean, that's to be fair, but still, you know what? I beat him 1 week one night this week already. So I mean, I guess I'll let him have it tonight. I reckon.
I'm gonna actually go do some of my own racing after this. Probably. I'm not doing any more announcing tonight. All right, Timothy. Out front, I would want to say it was smooth sailing. Some of the night it was, but man, Jalen Mills was breathing down your neck tonight. Probably not the person you expected.
No. I expect him to be up there. I've seen that they've been hosting races. They've been getting fast. I noticed he was quick when he won that. When they went out there, he finished second. His Todd, I think was his name, finished pole of his heat. There was just a lot of fast guys out here tonight. I was happy it was Jalen and not Moody, because at least then I could make sure my bumper cover was going to be clean and not all scratched up. But yeah, overall it was pretty fun.
Oh, we all know Moody was dying to get up there and give you a door.
Oh, I know. Everybody was dying to get into the front spot. Especially on the restarts. I was so glad to see it go single file. It was rough, some of them restarts. You didn't know who was going to bump you, when they were going to bump you, or anything. But it was fun.
A couple of those restarts, Moody tried to start it for you one time. We won't talk about that.
Yeah. Well.
But Jalen was getting some phenomenal starts, really shaking it down with you. A couple times I know we had a series of cautions, but some of them were actually good cautions for you because Jalen was getting that position at a few points in that race.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I fired off thinking it was going to be, typical I-55 in a dirt car, just with it being that black slick, it's just roll bottom. And he showed me where the top was. And after about the fifth time of him showing me where the top was, I was able to clear him on a slider. And I pulled away a little bit and then had another yellow come out and same thing, just happened to pull a slider on a restart. And we got into a slider battle there and it was clean. It was close, but it was clean. It was fun. I'm pretty sure, we traded a little paint on one of the crossovers because it was just these cars are hard to turn down on a crossover to begin with, and with how slick the track was and how much momentum you're carrying, it's hard to get this thing woed up.
For sure. Well, great run here tonight in that number 30 machine, taking the win. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I would like to, thank Jalen for racing me clean, Landon for racing me clean. Pretty much everybody that was in the top 5, they raced me clean. 3D, Scott Dobbs, Clifford Driscoll, Landon Moody, all them all them crazy guys over there. Clint Sheehan for being one of the most amazing crew members. He's so small he could just fit right up underneath the car and make changes under caution, and it was really good crew to have. It's thank you for putting these races on. It's fun to be able to run dirt in a capacity to where not the same guys are up front every week. It's just fun. I was waiting for somebody to get in here to race with them. That they had stuff to do this week, and I get it. Um, we'll be back next week. Hopefully, trying to win again and put on a show. Hopefully, this time I can door Landon instead of being out in front of him all night long. I'm pretty sure he got tired of looking at that kinetic sponsor on the back of the car.
Good run, guys. Overall, good race, and I will see you guys in a little bit.
All right, thank you.
All right. All right, good run here tonight. Well, it was a little bit crazy, a little bit of beef in the chat, but we'll move on next week. Tomorrow night, we got some asphalt racing. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, and follow button. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.